Welcome to your fairy godmother, where we gonna do manifest your baby. Mama, priestess, spirit, baby, tarot. We gon' manifest your dreams. Mama, priestess, spirit, baby, tarot. We gon' make sure you good physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Mama, priestess, spirit, baby, tarot. We gon' manifest your baby. All you gotta do is believe it, you will see. Let go all of your fears and let go all of your doubt. Trust in your ancestors and trust in divine power. Mama, priestess, spirit, baby, tarot, welcome. We gon' manifest your baby. All you gotta do is trust and you will see. What's good, my beautiful and amazing mamas? Welcome back to Mama Priestess Spirit Baby Tarot. Today we are going to be doing a pick a card reading. This pick a card reading is going to be asking whether or not you are going to be conceiving next month, as well as some additional messages from your spirit baby. We are going to be using my baby dice just to see what's going to be your answer, if it's going to be a yes or a no. Okay, so there is 3 piles here. 1, 2, 3. Allow your intuition to guide you to whatever pile you feel is going to resonate with you. And without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. Hi, pile 1. So we are going to be looking at will you be conceiving next month, as well as some additional messages from your spirit baby. We are going to be getting your answer at the end of the reading. Okay, so first card we have for you, your spirit baby, we have altar messages. So I do feel like for some of you, this particular spirit baby that is coming through for you is going to be connected to someone that you have a close bond with. There's a close connection here. It could be tied to like a grandmother or mother figure for some of you guys. But either way, your spirit baby is highly connected to a crossed over loved one. So I do feel like when you conceive your child, they are going to be having like a lot of characteristics of someone that you had a close bond or a close connection to. Now, the fact that we also have altar messages, I do feel like some of you guys have been praying and asking for your baby to come earthside. Okay, let's see what else. You also have rest and rejuvenation. Now, I also feel like you could also have your loved ones, kind of sneaking in your spirit baby message to tell you like, look, baby, I see that you've been stressed out. I see that you've been worrying, and I really need for you to take some time out to rest and rejuvenate your spirit. I need for you to relax a little bit. I need for you to pamper yourself a little bit. I need for you to get some more sleep, okay? The number 19 could be significant, or 2019 could be significant as well. But the first thing that your spirit baby, as well as your loved ones, are saying, baby, you need to rest, okay? You are tired, you are exhausted, and I just need for you to rest a little bit, okay? Next thing we have is ground yourself, get grounded in your body, and connect back to earth. Yeah, you could have been feeling like you've been a little bit all over the place. And so your spirit baby, as well as your loved ones, are saying, you need to relax, okay? You need to get grounded. You need to do some things that keep you, grounded in the now. Some of you guys could be focusing a little bit too much on your future, and then some of you guys could be focusing maybe too much on your past, okay? But you're needed to ground yourself. I'm also here to practice mindful exercises also what your spirit baby as well as your loved ones are saying. So you guys got like this special message that's coming through for you. It's not only just tied to your spirit baby, but it's also tied to your crossed over loved ones. Okay. All right, we have chanting the number 8 could be significant. August 19 could be significant for some of you guys as well. But the fact that we keep having this energy of like meditation symbol. So you guys definitely could be seeing a lot of signs of synchronicities from your loved ones as well as your spirit baby. But we're still kind of like picking up on the same theme of like resting. Like even in you guys reading, I want to start yawning, and I can promise you I'm not tired. I was not even tired before I did this reading. But there's an emphasis on grounding. There's an emphasis on meditating. There's also an emphasis on chanting as well. Like chanting as far as things of that nature. Like grounding yourself. For some reason, your loved ones and your spirit baby feel like you've been a little bit stressed out. So they're really trying to find different ways to like get you comfortable, okay? We also have patiently waiting. So we do have this energy of like waiting, just kind of like waiting. So some of you guys could be in this space where you're kind of like, you know, you're ready. Like you're tired of waiting. Like you're ready for this beautiful baby to be conceived. But some of you guys are in this space where you might be a little bit tired. Like, I'm tired of waiting. Like, I want this to happen now. And that could be why your loved ones are saying, like, rest your nerve, rest your mind, rest your body, rest your spirit. Okay. We also have schedule a follow-up appointment. Now, some of you guys could be in this space where maybe you are waiting for some type of results from the doctor's office. And so, give me 1 second. So some of you guys could be patiently waiting for maybe some results, okay? Because it does says patiently waiting, okay? And schedule a follow-up appointment. So like it says, some of you guys could have recently went to the doctor and you could be waiting for some type of news or information as well, okay? And we also have work with a psychiatrist or a counselor. Okay, so some of you guys, you could be in this space to where you are taking your mental health a lot more seriously. The fact that we have like these energy of like rest and rejuvenation, ground yourself, connect back to your body, chanting, all of these things are also tied to like the mental health. So your spirit baby as well as your ancestors are coming in to say, if you have already done this, they are telling you you are on the right path. If you haven't done this, they are telling you, hey, you know, now might be a time for you to surround yourself with someone that you do feel comfortable with, like really expressing yourself to. Because I do feel like some of you guys could be that power where you don't necessarily like to share too much of maybe your personal life and things that you go through. All right, and others of you guys, like I said, there could be a need for you. The fact that it says schedule up a follow-up appointment, you could already be talking or speaking with a psychiatrist or a counselor, and your angels are telling you, no, continue with that. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Empress energy. Look at you guys coming through so beautifully. This is pregnancy energy. This is the mother archetype of tarot. And anytime we got Empress energy, it represents fertility. It represents pregnancy. Now, some of y'all could watch this video and you might already be pregnant. And this could be your angels and your loved ones telling you, like, look, hey, you need to rest. Your spirit baby coming in and tell you, like, look, mama, you looking for a message from me? Well, the message is you need to pamper yourself and you need to rest and you need to relax, okay? Do things that can kind of like ease the weight off your shoulders a little bit, okay? Now, also the fact that we're talking about Empress energy is giving me like a lot of sensual, like pampering, you know, getting your hair done, getting your nails done, doing massages, you know, eating healthy, things of that nature. So this could be something that you're already doing, or this is just a reminder from your spirit baby as well as your ancestors to take care of you more. All right, so let's see. Last card we have is Dice. Be aware of the synchronicities around you. The universe is speaking to you. You see that? They're all kind of like sitting in this Indian style. Okay, take a chance on the situation you have been worried about. So some of y'all, like I said, schedule a follow-up appointment, work with a psychiatrist or a counselor. There could be some grief here as well, and if you guys are grieving, I send my condolences, okay? It's not luck, it's manifestation. Be mindful of your thoughts as your reality is being created. So there's another thing that your spirit baby and your ancestors, your loved ones are coming in to say, like, hey, we do need for you to get a check on your thoughts. That's why we keep talking about like your mental health. There's something to do with your mental health, and so your spirit baby is coming in to say, like, look, don't ignore that. Let's get that under control. All right, so these are your messages. Like I said, the numbers that I do see is 19, 8, and number 3. These dates could be significant for you. These numbers could be significant. But let's see. Will you be conceiving next month? All right. Okay. No, not yet. So, no, not yet. It says not yet. It's not saying like it can't happen. I just feel for you guys, the reason why it could be no, not yet. For some of y'all, like I said, you could already be pregnant and it's not time for you to give birth, right? Others of you guys, you probably aren't pregnant and your spirit baby and your ancestors are coming in to say the timing isn't quite yet, because you might just need to, ground yourself, really work on your mental health, work on taking care of yourself a little bit more. And the fact that it says rest, there's your spirit baby is also saying, like, mommy, daddy, can you really handle that right now? Things of that nature. So as of right now, no, not yet. Okay, so that is what I see for you guys. Until next time, bye. Hello, Pal 2. So today we're going to be looking at will you be conceiving next month, as well as some additional messages from your spirit baby. We are going to be using my baby dice to see whether or not you're going to be getting your yes or no, okay? So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. The first message we have is destruction. So there's some things going on in you guys' life, and it's tied to maybe a lot of drastic change. Could be a little bit uncomfortable, but there is something that is changing within you guys' lives right now. So your spirit baby is acknowledging some type of significant change that's happening in your life. Your spirit baby is acknowledging some form of uncomfortability, okay? So that's the first thing we have for you guys. The next message we have is door to personal healing and happiness. So the number 34 could be significant. That age could be significant. So I do feel like the fact that it says door to personal healing and happiness, whatever this change that's taking place in your life, it is tied to your door to personal healing and happiness. Whatever this is, it's almost like the catalyst to you walking into this new door of personal healing and happiness. Now, I also feel this energy of some of you guys are, finally getting to a place where you're not always like second guessing your happiness or like waiting for something bad to happen. And I feel like that's why this is a time for you guys to walk through this beautiful door. Now, the fact that we also have this dove, okay? Dove energy also represents loved ones coming in. This is crazy because another pal had the same energy of ancestors and crossover loved ones that are coming in. So the fact that we also have the dove energy, it do represent a loved one. It also represents peace. And I do feel like whatever this change is happening in your life, it is tied to you releasing something so that you can finally be at peace, so that you can finally be at a place where you accept happiness. And the fact that we have rainbow, for some of you guys, this could be your rainbow child. But as you know, rainbows always come in after a time of a significant storm. And the fact that we have this energy of destruction, it does mean that something has changed in your world. And if you look closely, this is the world. It does look like the world, right? And then we see all the fire and things going up in flames. So it does mean that some things have changed. But this is the gateway to your happiness. This is the gateway to your healing. All right? Also, lotus flowers could also be significant for you guys. But when you think of a lotus flower, it does represent healing. Okay? Let's see what else we have. We have heart chakra. Heart chakra is out of balance. So I do feel like whatever changes that are happening in your life, it is tied to the healing of your heart chakra. So there's a lot of learning how to trust yourself, learning how to trust your path again, maybe even learning how to trust your partner or trust relationships, love in general, learning how to trust your journey, trusting that everything is going to work out for you. So there's a lot of heart chakra healing here as well. We see all that green here. It's also healing so that you can trust that prosperity is all around you. Okay, tapping into that abundant like energy, recognizing that you are abundant, whether you have everything you want or not. Always understanding that you are loved. There's also a loved one that's coming in that is wanting you to know that you are loved and you will always be provided for and you will always be protected, no matter what it looks like, no matter what changes that you are going through at the moment. Okay? All right. We also have sync with the moon 51. All right. So the fact that, and notice how she's putting emphasis on her heart. So there's something tied to heart chakra healing as well. Also the fact that we have sync with the moon, some of you guys could find yourself like being very sensitive when certain moon cycles happen. Also, anytime we're talking about syncing with the moon, it talks about syncing with the cycles of the moon. Some of you guys could have also had like irregular menstrual cycles, and some of you guys, your cycles could finally be getting back to a place of becoming regular again. So some of you guys definitely could have been like, your cycles could have been a little bit off. Also, anytime I get synced with the moon, I think of emotions, I think of feeling. And the fact that it says door to personal healing and happiness, I do feel like you guys are at this point in your life where you are releasing a lot of heavy emotions and heavy energy. Could very well be tied to your fertility journey for some of you, and others of you guys, it could very well be tied to a relationship or a crossover loved one. But 34 could have been the time where, something drastic could have happened in your life, or the age 51, okay, is also what I'm picking up. Or this could be the ages of certain loved ones. I'm trying not to talk about loved ones so much, but I can't help but feel the energy. We also have being guided very closely. I can't make it up. I feel like your fertility journey, like not only are you being guided when it comes to your spirit baby, but you have a very important loved one that is guiding you as you walk through this door of personal healing and happiness. All right, let's see what else we have. We have track your cervical mucus. Okay, so some of you guys could also be in that space to where you are learning how to track your cervical mucus to organize when it's, when you're very fertile, when it's a time for you to start working on that baby to come through that beautiful portal of yours as well. Okay. Now, I also feel this energy of some of you guys could have been in this space where you feel like you have been doing everything, okay? You feel like you could have been doing everything correctly and you haven't conceived your baby yet. Then there's also this energy of some of you guys could have conceived, but maybe things didn't go according to plan. So different messages for different people, okay? We also have find/listen to a podcast. So I do feel like at this time there is a need for you guys to maybe listen to certain podcasts as well as listen to certain music that moves and heal the soul. I don't feel like it would be good for you guys to like listen to music or listen to certain things that aren't high vibrational, because the fact that we're putting emphasis on the heart, and then we have heart chakra here, and then door to personal healing and happiness, I do feel like music that isn't high vibrational can definitely put you like in a depressive state. So you want to be very careful with what you're listening to and who you're listening to as well. Listen to people and music that inspires you, that uplift you, that help you through your healing journey, is what your spirit baby is saying. We also have Page. Okay, so this card is usually represented by my baby card, and I use the earth energy as this would be my beautiful baby girl card. So for some of you guys, this could be connected to a baby girl, although in this photo there is a boy here. So for some of you guys, you could be that person where like you're hoping for a girl, but maybe your partner wants a boy, or maybe you want a boy but your partner wants a girl. There is this energy of like me saying, oh, this is a baby girl, but then the photo is a boy, that someone connected to this energy may want like the opposite gender. Okay, but this card represents positive news and positive energy, and it also represents the potential of a lot of growth, right? And this also represents like you guys are working through some maybe heavier energies, but this represents you are doing what you need to do, and there is growth here. Now I also feel this energy that you guys will be my pal, where you might listen to like certain music or certain podcasts while you are pregnant as well. I also feel this energy of when it comes to your conception, that your spirit baby will guide you to listen to certain music, okay, as well as certain podcasts. And the fact that we have sync with the moon, you guys also give me that power where when it's time for you to conceive, or when it's time for you to get pregnant, whatever, you're gonna have like this strong connection to your baby. The fact that it says being guided very closely and sync with the moon, as well as this energy, yeah, I do feel like you guys are gonna be that person to where maybe you might dream of your baby before you actually conceive. I just feel this energy of like you're gonna know, okay, like you're gonna know. All right, so let's see. So we have notebooks. Some of you guys could be writing or journaling, or there's a need for you to start writing or journaling your journey or your feelings or your emotions, okay? And it says work through the difficult emotions to gain more peace and control over your well-being. I don't make it up. It's okay to start over. Try again. Rewrite your story for a happy ending. There's something that took place that really changed you guys' life, and I saw 2121. That could be significant. And there may be this part of you that is questioning, can you still have your happy ending? The fact that we have 51, some of you guys could be a little bit up in age, don't have to be, but there is this energy where someone is questioning, like, can I still have my happy ending? Is it still possible? Because whatever you went through, it changed your world, and it may have even changed your faith a little bit, where you questioning whether or not something is possible. Okay? It says you will be profiting financially through employment, advancement, investment, or the start of a small business. So some of you guys, as well as you working on your fertility journey, I do feel like you could be working on some type of new project or self-employment, starting. I don't really like to use small business, right? Because I feel like it kind of like limits it. So I'm going to say you're starting a big business, a very profitable business, a very successful business, okay? So your spirit baby is also touching based on some type of new adventure of yours, and pretty much letting you know that you will be profiting from this as well. All right, so the $1,000,000 question, will you be conceiving next month? Absolutely. I love that. I just love the way that it came out. Like, yes, absolutely. So I do feel like this will be your rainbow after the storm. Okay, so that is what I see for you guys, Pal 2. If you guys liked what I did this reading, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hi, Pal 3. So today we're going to be looking at will you be conceiving next month, as well as some additional messages from your spirit baby. We are going to be looking at your answer on this beautiful baby block that I made. Okay, so let's get started. I lost my train of thought. Some of you guys could be going through that. All right, so let's see. Spirit baby message. We got resurrection. So when I get this card, I don't know what's going on in the spirit baby messages, but I've been getting a lot of crossed over loved ones, ascended loved ones coming in. And for you guys, anytime I get resurrection and the skull energy, I always get crossed over loved ones. I always get ascended loved ones every single time this card comes in. The fact that we also have resurrection, I do get this energy of whatever child that you may conceive will have some type of connection to a loved one as well. Now, also with this energy, your spirit baby is speaking of some form of like rebirth in your life, a new start, a new beginning that's taking place. There's a new you, okay, is what I'm picking up. And I also love all this water that's flowing in. So things are beginning to flow again in your life. Also, anytime this card comes in, it always gives me like very, very fertile energy, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. It gives me like water park energy. Like someone, could have been going through a dry spell, like not necessarily focusing too much on their fertility journey. And then when they start back, it's like a water park, if you know what I mean. Alright, so let's get some more. We have anxiety. So, the number 18 could be significant. You could be coming up out of this anxiety energy. Maybe you have been a little bit anxious lately. Maybe worrying about your future, worrying about a lot. Because if you look closely at this person, they got their hand on their head, and they just look like they are in deep, deep thoughts. Like some of you guys could have been in that space where you have been maybe thinking a lot about a loved one as well. But I do feel like someone has just been in deep thoughts, maybe a little bit disconnected as well. So you could have been in a space where you were feeling a little bit disconnected from maybe everything and everyone, and you're coming up out of that energy. Okay? All right, let's see. Crown chakra is out of balance. Yeah, see, that's that anxiety, because the anxiety is connected to the crown. So there is a need for you to get out your head a little bit, my love. I don't know what this is that you're thinking so much about, but there's a need for you to like get out of your head. Let's get one block on the sea. What are you guys what are you guys thinking about so much? Your job. Some of y'all could be thinking a lot about maybe your job. All right, I just want to get a little bit in your head, just a little bit. Okay. Relationship issues. My God. Okay, one more thing. What are my beautiful lovelies thinking about? What's going on in their head? Relocation. Okay, so either you're thinking about actually moving, or you're thinking about like relocating from a different leaving one job, going to a next one, or you could be thinking about some type of issue in your relationship. Okay, but whatever you're thinking about, you're feeling a little bit imbalanced. Maybe the way that you're looking at the situation is kind of making you feel stuck, and your spirit baby is like aware of that anxious energy. Okay, let's see what else is going on. We have energy work. All right, so what can you do at this time to cleanse your auric field? You can do dancing, you can do painting, you can do drawing, you can do singing, you can do writing. I just saw 27. That could be significant. Cooking, so many different things. Create something with your hand, go for a walk, watch a funny movie, eat your favorite snack, things of that nature. Anything that you can do to kind of like move the energy around, there's a need for you to do that. Move the energy around when it comes to your mental. So do something that will stimulate your mind, okay? So you're needing to do something that will get you up out of your thoughts a little bit. Get you to stop worrying about whatever this relationship issue is. If it's tied to a coworker, if it's tied to relocation, there's a need for you to get about your head, okay? Get about your head. All right, so let's see. We also have a need to learn more. So there's something that you could be feeling anxious about, and it could be tied to like you wanting to learn more. Maybe you are someone that is wanting to look for another job, but you're like, man, I need to go back to school. I need to educate myself. I need to do this. Whatever it is that you feel like you need to do, then do that. But my love, get up out your head, okay? That's what your spirit baby is saying. We have ask the doctor your question. Okay. So some of you guys, there could be something that you are thinking about a lot, and it could be tied to like your health. It could be tied to your fertility treatment or your fertility journey. And there's a need for you to just ask that question. Ask the question. Maybe there was something that was told to you, and it's like, well, I don't know. Like, well, ask the question. Don't just sit in your head. Don't just overanalyze. Don't drive yourself insane. Just ask the question, my love. Okay? So that's what your spirit baby is saying. There's something that's on your mind, and you need to just go ahead and ask the question. All right. So let's see. What else we got here? New direction / new focus. Okay. Whatever's on your mind, the new direction, new focus, that's the mind. Crown chakra, that's the mind. Anxiety, that's the mind. All right, so there's something about needing to change your focus. Maybe whatever news or information that you got is requiring you to go into a new direction. And you could be a little bit anxious, overwhelmed. And some of y'all could quite literally be in this space to where you're trying to move, okay? And maybe you're trying to figure things out when it comes to that as well. Some of y'all could be dealing with an issue with a coworker. Is another message that I'm picking up, and you could be trying to figure some things out with that as well. There's a lot going on in you guys reading. All right, so let's see what else we got here. We have Page of Swords. So communication issues, difficulties, fear of vulnerability. Maybe there's issues with communication. We do have relationship issues, coworker, and relocation. You could be waiting for some type of news. Like I said, maybe you're wanting to ask a question, but you haven't. Also, the fact that it says a need to learn more. This card represents learning as well. So there's a lot that's taking place surrounding educating yourself as well. Whether this is educating yourself when it comes to relocation, coworker, job issue, relationship issue. There could be an issue when it comes to you and your partner and communications. There needs to maybe work some things out. Maybe something is tied to like you're wanting to go into a new direction or focus on something new, and maybe your partner's not ready. But there's this clashing when it comes to perception as well. So your spirit baby is recognizing there's a lot that you're dealing with right now, and it's causing you a lot of anxiety. All right, so we have duck. Okay, ducks could be significant for some of you guys. I don't know why when I get duck I think of like, children, baths, playing with the little ducks and things of that nature. That could be significant. Maybe some of you guys like to go feed ducks, or maybe you're needing to like get out and like go feed the ducks or something, like go feed the birds, go sit by water, things of that nature. Okay, and we do have like a lot of water here. And like I said, some of you guys are coming out of a dry spell, so maybe this is the energy that you're coming out of. Coming out of. All right, so it says it's okay to trust others. There we go. Certain people are placed in your life for friendship and inner growth. Give yourself more grace and kindness and flexibility. Try not to be too hard on yourself. It's time to move on from the problem you are facing. So there's a lot, like I said. Some of y'all, I'm not gonna keep going over it, but y'all got it. There's a lot that you could be dealing with, and then the fact that it says it's okay to trust others. This is things that you're not speaking about. You're not telling people what you're going through. And maybe you have been in this space where you've been trying to tell people, but the fact that it says communication issues, maybe you feel like people aren't on the same page. They're not seeing what you see. All right, so let's see. Will you be conceiving next month? No. Okay. So some of you guys, no. And I feel like the no is because you just got a lot going on. So for some of y'all could be like, okay, yeah, I understand. I'm trying to get things together. And for those of you who might have wanted a yes, I do feel like the yes can turn around once there's a lot of things that you kind of get back into balance a little bit. Okay, so that is what I see for you guys. If you guys liked what I did this reading, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. See you guys in the next video. Bye.